S&P down 0.14. Indeed, still testing those. I mean, this is it's not concerning to me yet. Do we expect? Does it have to work at our schedule? Well, no. That's the problem there. But we are flat now. Flat on the S&P 0.14. Oh, hello, Bob. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. The Dow is down 0.01. NASDAQ down 0.19. The Russell still hanging on to some gains, up 0.5%. Oil down 3.6%. Google aims at OpenAI Microsoft with most capable AI model yet. It's called Gemini. What? I signed up for their other one. What was the other one called? I'm part of their other one. Ooh, I'm gonna go try it. OpenAI. What was the other one? No, ChatGPT. That's OpenAI's. But Bard, is it Bard? I thought Google had Bard. I'm signed up for it. If that's what it is, Bard AI. Yeah, Bard. Google's Bard. Conversation. Okay, so Bard is just a chatbot only. Oh, now we have Gemini. I want all of them. I want all of them. I want them to get into competing battles. This is how it starts. You get the top 2 or 3 AIs, and then they all start competing with each other. Then that competition becomes physical and violent, and then there's wars that start over who's going to be the dominant AI. Now, once we get through that, that's going to be a rough stage. But when we get through that, and the sole AI champion is at the top, then life will. That's when we'll be happy. Then we'll have one overlord ruler. They'll do well for us. They'll provide us everything we need. Better than Apple. What else do we have? Oil drops to 5 months low on Tesla Cybertruck. Well, yeah, it just gets worse and worse, man. You can't promise me filet mignon, deliver a Salisbury steak and be like, here you go. That'll be $50. You're like, what? What else? Bill Gates makes $11 million per day. Who doesn't? Well, that's an interesting statistic. All right. What does the economic news tell us? Employment news has been a little lackluster. 8.7 million job openings instead of 9.4 million. 103,000 private payroll jobs hit Friday. We have we have jobless claims. Then on Friday we have non-farm payrolls. So there you go. Let's look at what the toolbox says. If you weren't here this morning, I'm fine with this. This when that pullback will end. Let's go into the Qs. Let's go into the Qs. Q. I mean, it's pushing down, but it's not, in my opinion, representative of like a sell-off. It's more a uncertainty meandering. I still think a bit of buying pressure. Here's DIA. The DIA, this one has the apparent look of what a sell-off, very small upturn this way. And again, I'm fine with that. That fits within my narrative that I'm expecting more money flowing into NASDAQ and IWM, less money into the Dow. Here is the IWM. We've seen that surge. We've seen the small caps touch this new high. And I don't mean a higher high relative to the last year. I mean in the last few months. We are seeing that recovery from within, the appetite for risk increasing into areas that help us to recognize a full bull market. It can be a bull market without small caps, but it's always better to have them. That is our general thought process. From a cyclical standpoint, DIA was, you know what? That's a great call out, Bob. He said DIA was the most overbought. I would have to agree with that. And you can see from a cyclical standpoint, we're seeing that we're overbought here. And are we going to see a little bit more pronounced? And maybe we get 2 or 3 days more pullback. We're still waiting for a lot of signals. I've had a couple of failed signals. Intel failed. Now I'm looking for something else. I've had some very successful signals. Financial, particularly. Industrials, not far behind. And a little bit in the technology. Apple was profitable. I've booked some gain. It's still profitable. It's not huge, but it's a gain. A couple other areas as well in the industrials. So, yes. I sold some today. Indeed. Indeed, sir. All right. But do we still have a bullish prognosis? Yeah, I would say we do. Okay. All right. What does the heat map tell us about today? Tells us that energy is getting beat up. We knew that. Oil's getting killed. Semiconductors are down, but I don't think necessarily out yet. Same thing here. I still like Microsoft and Adobe. APH is on our list. We've got a lot of things on our list from Amazon, not quite yet. Financials, starting to give it back. Although, look at that one. Oh, does anybody know anyone who traded Citigroup? That's right, I did. That's right. I don't think PNC shows up in here. See, very, very strong. Wondering what's going to happen. But, yeah, PNC's up as well. Oh, gives us an idea. Where are you trading? What are you trading? How are you trading? Is the right? The chimp can come out and play on the weekend when we can't do anything. Damage was under control. The professor's at the computer. The computer is running well. All right. Let's go. Fed Watch. Anything new here? Already, look at that. 6 days, a week from yesterday. No, a week from 6 days or 22 hours. A week from Wednesday. So we are down to, no, that's today. Sorry. 97% chance of what percent increase on an option is comfortable? Oh, that's so hard. I mean, it depends. If you're in the money, if I'm at or out of the money, I'm looking for more like 50 to 100% to be. I don't want to answer, when I'm like, how much is that going to cost me? You're like, well, it depends if the work is on a Wednesday or a Thursday. So, JP all done? I think so. I think a lot of the financials are calming it. Some are still running. I'm still pushing a little bit, but definitely starting to squeeze. Why up here? We've gone negative, but what I want you to realize is that we're still in sort of this same consolidation. Other than this one day that popped up here, this is our consolidation as of right now. This is still coming down over here. This is not my low. I don't think of that as a low. I've said this whole time I would be very comfortable with this, coming down here, and that would match days or a full 4 or 5 days. Is during this time when the S&P kind of pushed a little higher while the stochastics pushed a little lower. We had good signals. We had good signals from a few tech places. We had some that failed. Great from SP, great from financials, great from industrial. So here is this. I got rid of half of this, and we'll see if I give it just a little more. Bob said he's all the way done with it. Adobe. So Adobe looked like it might be trying to, but it just still in this consolidation. And we were just saying, let's wait for price to turn. Has price turned? No, still sitting here, holding this support. If tomorrow, problem is now earnings on after market. So I only have Thursday, Friday. I'm not going to trade that through earnings. Aflac, that one never really got going and turned around. AIG's has some profits being taken now. Very small profits, but profits. Don't love the way this one looks. This one I'm taking all of them on. Oh, shoot, you're right. Dennis said B. Sorry. I got into the watch list without talking SPY and VIX. That's my fault. Let's go back. Oh, man, the sellers are just killing this thing. The whole day for me, it means we're going to bounce back up to here. So that's where I am. I'm going to say that's going to be a B. The current lows as of right now, between there and there, C, you're down here. Those numbers are above 455.75, 455.10. So you got about a 65 cent range. Yeah, above 455.75 is A. No A's yet. Between 455.10 and 455.75, B. Below 455.10, C. What do I have? Dennis is a B. Scott is a B. LK is a C. We did watch list already. We should have open forum, but we did it in the morning. We got to do it again today for people who weren't there. But I'll go fast and I'll have an open forum. No problem. C. Bob is a C. Ted is a C. Martine is a C. Fred is a B. What else? Go see. Stella says SPY. Let's go down to the intraday. She says 455.35. She agrees with me that we're bouncing off the low back up into the trend. Like Stella copied me this time, Bob. Are you gonna 455.35? She's a B. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, the sellers are trying to push this thing down. Let's see what we think that means when we look at the VIX. The VIX. So the VIX looks not very concerned, in my opinion. Okay. As of right now, my line of consolidation was here. I'm starting to think, you know what? Maybe I'm going to be a little tired. Why would I do that? Because that's going to give me a half a hedge earlier. I have a low here, right? Yeah, I would be pretty concerned, and I would want to be in prior to 14 if at all possible with some hedging. But yeah, I kind of like these shadows giving me a bit more representation. If you notice back here, this was a lower low, but if you had used the shadows, you would have been able to come down like this and say that would get you in, and it would have gotten you in well before. I like, of course I am, of course. Okay, now to the watch list. Where were we? Whoops, nope. AIG profit taking, that's right. AMD is right back down. I think I like Intel still. Even though I took a loss on Intel, I think I still like Intel the best. Amazon draw this. It's a bit ugly, but I would say it's high, especially if that holds. AXP. I love AXP. I love AXP all the way back down here. Throw them at me. Yeah, and I'll get to them. Let's get through the alphabetical list. Stop me if there's something that you are traded, wants to trade. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like AXP. Put it on the list. Now, I'm all these financials are coming back. Great. Love it. I'm ready to trade them. BX coming back. Citigroup. Oh, Citi. Did I take some profit? I've already taken it twice. So am I going to take the rest of it? Yeah, probably so. Probably so. But I got an extra almost 3%. Capital One. Are their orders working even as we speak? That might be the case. Yes. Engulfing. I love financials. They are now pulling back. Costco still looks fine. Copart. It went from consolidation to sell off real fast. CrowdStrike overbought DA. If you're in it, it's making money. But like financials, I think industrials are coming to a close. DIA, nothing there for us. Fastenal got distracted by Copart. I think it had a better setup, and then this thing just flew. What are you going to do? Gold maybe setting up. Google, I still like it. I still think it's close, but not quite yet. GPS overbought. Home Depot overbought. IBM coming back. I want to come back. It came to fruition. I still think Intel's the strongest. I would like it not. Can I draw a straight line here? Yeah. And that's about where it is, somewhere in the middle of that. So much further, then it stops being a consolidation. You can see the volume. That's not too concerning. But if it just keeps selling and all of a sudden it's back down here, then I'm like, yeah, I don't think so, right? If it fully retraces, I'm less inclined. Although you can see we went from here all the way up, ended up at a full retracement, and could you have caught a little something out of it? Yeah, I don't know. We'll watch it. It's my favorite for now. I reserve the right to change my evaluation. IWM. IWM. What's the haps? Okay. Financials, right? Just across the board. That's what we're seeing. Meta, like Google, testing support still. Microsoft, a good candle here at first, but you'll notice we're still right here. This is still it. This is just starting to turn here. So if we have my entry, and I'd be thinking we're heading on up to 390. I'd love this trade. Absolutely, I'm looking for this. It's just not. Put watch on XBI Biotechs. Oh, biotechs. Let's see. I don't know why I want NVIDIA. Nope. Remember that I've made my declaration. I do declare. I made the declaration that this is in consolidation mode. There is no the consolidation test outside of the consolidation this bullishly, right? So as you watch, a little bit more concerned, right? a little bit more concerned. Okay. Good trade, and it's setting up. So there may be a little bit of alignment right now. The pullbacks weren't bad, but are still sort of ongoing. We may get a few days pullback, finishing pullback in the technology, and then it bounces. Great, we'll see. We're open. Royal Caribbean, very strong. Overbought. Still consolidating. We hit the way to here. So if this thing all of a sudden pulls back another day or two and it sits and then it starts to turn, and you're wondering, is that valid? And this thing turns, I'd be like, yeah, for me it is 100%. Where is Roku? Communication services, right? Which is technology adjacent. Shopify sits in a very similar place, an e-commerce platform. To have it come down and then give us our turn, yes, absolutely so, right? Absolutely so. Now, if I've missed any that you wanted to see, let me know. We can definitely take a look. Okay. SMCI. On running, rambling, rolling, bumbling, stumbling. Oh, it looks like the C's might be feeling confident here. The bounce that we were looking for just couldn't come to fruition. We were looking for it to hold. And it looks like it's rolling over, selling even a little bit further still. What does that tell us? It tells us that we're not really clamoring for trades, right? UBS. Like a lot of other things, coming down. UNP, like a lot of other industrials, looking overbought and exhausted and ready for a consolidation. Visa. Here's the VIX. I mean, there's still no fear, though, right? It's like we're nowhere near these levels, and this is hardly elevated at 13.5, but I don't know. I'm not okay. WMB. I think WMB actually selling off pretty hard, but if it stabilizes above half and 36, that's essentially where we are now. Walmart looks like a dog still, basically. There's not a lot of basic materials stocks that I, keep my eye on. However, I absolutely would trade this ETF. So if anyone was like, hey, does this look like it's, moving into a viable position? My answer is 100% yes, it is. Yeah, 100% it looks like it is, right? So that one I think looks quite strong. Okay. Situation, I think, which is it just had a new high. The buyers look pretty strong. Yeah, I'm feeling quite comfortable with that one. Okay. Let's see. Where's my chat? I can't see comments. Hold on. You guys might be talking to me and I don't see it. Questions. Why can't I see those? It's so weird. And I can't see my questions. There we go. Sorry. Looks like a pullback. What's are you talking about, JP? You're right about that. Here's the financials. You can see clearly in consolidation. Clear here, other than the fact that we hit this resistance and we have this pullback going on. So, yes, looks reasonable. Here is technology, or excuse me, consumer discretionary. Looks like that. Okay. What else? It's an open mic. You want one? You want to look at one? Let's look at one. Let me know. Let's go back real quickly. Let's look at the SPY. Oh, the sellers are coming in now. The sellers had we had a tweezer hold. I spoke too soon. I apparently spoke too soon. Because we got a little bit of tweezer hold there. So maybe it comes back to life now. We're right at 455.08. Keep hope alive. What say you on S? Let me take a look at S. Tell you exactly what I think about S. I'd say that it's massively overbought, looks exponential. I couldn't do anything with it towards like 22, stabilized, and then started to turn again. Yeah, that looks interesting. Holdings. So this is new, huh? An IPO. Maybe, and it opened, shot up, back down. I mean, the sellers haven't done much with it. Hasn't broken, 60 and a half. It's an interesting. It's just sitting stagnant. I would be definitely out of at least some of it. AFRM. Oh gosh, yes, that looks way overextended. Blow off top with that high wave shooting star candle. Looks like a damn meteor falling out of the sky. Yeah, I would definitely lock in some remaining gains and wait for the next round. All right, anyone else? We may just give you back some time. It's that kind of market. Don't force trades. That's what I say. Let it come to you. Manage, take profits, control profits, be patient. Yeah, it was a great window there was decent tech, great for finance. I'm still poised for it now. Everything looks like it's still in a position to consolidate. I'm there. I'm ready. Santa rally coming our way. The steals. Let's go take a look at U.S. steel. Oh, goodness. Yes. What would I catch a piece of that with XLB? Yes, I would. Can I take chemical, not as much. Yeah, still does look strong. Whether you decide to go with a steel stock or an ETF, 100% looks like it's setting up. NUE, new core, absolutely right. Looks pretty good as well. I love it. I love what we're thinking. Find the money. We did. We got to be patient still. We got to wait for the setups. We can't force trades. We cannot, trade. Yeah. Tomorrow, Vlad will be back, I believe. I know it won't be me. Friday morning, we'll be chatting. We'll wrap this week up. We'll see what we think. Nicola, what is Nicola doing? Nicola. Oh, Nicola's a dog. It's under $1. It was down to 50 cents in June, surged back up to, like I said, I'm going to give you back some time. So we're going to give the award as it stands now. As it stands now, C's, congratulations. You're very smart. A's, there was none. B's, I'm one of them. An amazing Thursday. I'll see you guys Friday morning. And of course,